What really happens after we die? Is death the end of our existence, or is it just the beginning of another journey? Many people fear death because it is unknown, but in Islam, death is not the end of life. Instead, it is the start of a new phase called Barzakh, the life between this world and the Day of Judgment. According to Islamic teachings, when a person dies, the soul leaves the body and enters a completely different world. The body is placed in the grave, but the soul begins its journey in the life of Barzakh. Soon after burial, two angels come to the grave. Their names are Munkar and Nakir. They ask three very important questions. Who is your Lord? What is your religion? And who is your prophet? For those who believed in Allah and tried to live a righteous life, answering these questions becomes easy. Their grave becomes a place of peace and comfort. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ described that for such a person, the grave becomes like a garden from the gardens of paradise. But for those who ignored the truth and lived in wrongdoing, the grave can become a place of hardship. The grave becomes tight and filled with regret. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also taught that the grave is the first stage of the afterlife. If a person succeeds in the grave, what comes after will be easier. But if they fail there, what follows will be more difficult. The life of Barzakh continues until the Day of Judgment. On that day, every human being who ever lived will be brought back to life. People will stand before Allah and be held accountable for everything they did in this world. Every good deed, every bad action, every word, and even every intention will be revealed. That is why Islam reminds believers not to become lost in the temporary pleasures of this world. This life is short, but the life after death is eternal. So Muslims try to live with kindness, honesty, and faith, hoping for Allah's mercy in the life after death. So death is not the end of our story. It is the moment when our real life begins. And the choices we make today will decide what our tomorrow looks like in the hereafter.